Welcome back for some answers. So, question one was ice caves, and which two groups of people mentioned as coming to Iceland? It's Irish monks and Vikings. And three, why do most people in Iceland live in Reykjavik? There's lots of different answers. Basically, a lot of the rest of the country, the cold weather, the mountains, it's harder to live in the rest of the country, so as long as you're mentioning I would say definitely mentioning cold weather and mountains landscape is fine. You want to get that in there, but I think difficult to live. So other parts of the country are difficult to live in, or Reykjavik is easy to live in compared to the rest of the country. So anything that gets that across. Sorry for that rather clumsy explanation, but I think you get the idea. And then do that bit. Now today's sort of challenge, which doesn't really have. Well, I suppose it's about information text. What the children would have been doing in class this week, had this been a normal year, is making some fact files about famous astronauts. Now, the ones I've been able to find information on, I think as I was mentioning yesterday on the internet, Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong and Tim Peake. I was trying to get some stuff on Helen Sharman, but there wasn't any easy-ish to access websites, so unfortunately I have to leave her for a little while later. So the idea, you don't have to go to the website we put on the plan. You don't have to use those at all, but they're there if you need them. We've got a fact file sheet that I will have uploaded that you can use if you want. You can just write out the headings in the exercise book, and that way, if you do that, you can come up with your own heading and subheading. Definitely want the name of the astronaut, their date of birth and death if they're no longer with us. And then the way I've split it up on the sheet is sort of early life, their life in space, what they did when they were up there, and then either what they did afterwards or sort of fun fact. But you can sort of break it down into any way you like, as long as you are reporting facts about that person, as long as it's not conjecture. So you don't want to say things like, "Oh, I think Tim Peake is brilliant. He's my favourite because he played the guitar on the space station." But if you did want to say that Tim Peake had been in the army before he was an astronaut, that where he lives, who he's married to, the length of time he spent on the International Space Station, those are all facts. Those are all things you want to get in there. So you can look at the template that we've uploaded on the website and use that as a basis. I think definitely want the name, definitely want date of birth, and then you can divide it up, put in your own subheadings, bullet point it, whatever you fancy. But if you're not quite sure what to do with it, use that template and just use those headings. Either you can just print that fact sheet off if you have access to a printer, and if you don't, just copy those headings out into your exercise book as you write. I did leave a space for a picture on the exercise sheet, a little a picture on the top right hand corner. You can do that as well if you want, but I think if you are looking at the internet sites I've linked to, you can see how they've laid out the facts there. I think some are a bit more straightforward than others, some sort of jump about a bit, but see what you think, see what you like, and make a fact file about a famous astronaut. Then if you send pictures of those to us through Class Dojo, I found the easiest way is through the messenger bit. I can then take pictures straight from the message part of it and upload that straight into the class stories, but I can't seem to do that with the profile bit yet, but maybe I'll figure it out. But yeah, so to take pictures of the work, send it as a message to your class teacher, and we can start getting some of that uploaded onto Class Dojo. Thank you very much to everyone who's already signed up for it. If you haven't, please do, and if you haven't got the invite, if you lost the invite, the email thing, drop the office a line and we'll get another one sent out to you. So fact files about a famous, well, I was actually thinking about this, it doesn't have to be those three, it really doesn't. If you want to do a different astronaut, a real one, not a fictional one, and you want to sort of comb the internet for other facts, go for it. I think the ones that I've chosen, there's a lot of information about them, so it's easy. But if you want to go with somebody that you really like and isn't those three, go for it. Why not? I'm not going to hold you back. So fact file about a famous astronaut of your choice. Hope everyone is keeping safe and well, and we shall see you when we see you.